referee looks at his watch and his second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to WantMyBet TV. My name's Will.
I'm Ollie.
I'm Tom. Today we're talking international friendlies.
There we are.
So, normally boring. Can we make them a bit more exciting?
Yeah.
It's still a chance for people to win some money.
Exactly. We did pretty well at the World Cup, so if we follow on our form.
Yeah. Normally international games, there is a bit of value to be had.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've done the research on every single international friendly coming up. This is different to the
UEFA Nations League.
So
this is all the friendlies. Yeah, this is all the friendlies. From Wednesday until Sunday, is it? Wednesday until Monday. We're doing all of them in one vid. So it's just easier to go through. Digest, exactly.
Cool.
Okay, first one then is Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, so we've got Slovakia, Denmark. Remember, as we go through these, get your comments up below. Yeah. Let us know if you think, if you're
from these countries and you've got something to say, let us know.
If you've got some knowledge we don't have.
Exactly.
Also, remember, these are friendlies, so it's always going to be a bit difficult, isn't it? Because you don't know what teams they're going to play. They might be experimenting with different systems and different players, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah, exactly. This is just what we would go for.
What we go for based off the stats we've got and our knowledge.
Okay, so Slovakia, Denmark.
Nice.
So Denmark, if you remember, went out of the World Cup to Croatia on penalties.
Bit unlucky, weren't they?
Oh mate, it was so unlucky. And also, they were the only opponent that France didn't beat at the World Cup. So France played 7 games, obviously won the World Cup, won 6 of them. They drew to Denmark 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0. But France only needed a draw, so they were like, didn't really care.
Yeah.
But still, fair play.
So before the World Cup, in friendlies and qualifiers, Denmark were unbeaten in 90 minutes in 19 games.
Denmark are decent.
Yeah?
It's hard to beat, aren't they?
Yeah, hard to beat.
They're not that good going forward, but they're just
don't score that many goals either, but it's hard to beat.
But then they got Ericsson who steps up with the odd goal, and that's the difference.
Yeah, fair play.
So there's been under 2.5 goals in their last 8 games. Under 1.5 in 5 of those.
Wow.
So they always keep it tight.
So they're very, very strong at the back and don't score that many either. Okay,
exactly.
Fine.
Slovakia lost their last game to Morocco, drew to Holland before that.
Okay.
During the qualification, they lost to England, Scotland, Slovenia. I think it's going to be a very standard, typical game.
I'm bought into all of that rationale.
Denmark win or under 2.5 goals, probably 1-0 Denmark.
I think, both of them.
Got under 1.5, mate.
Oh,
I
like under 2.5 in that is
under 2.5.
Cool. Next Thursday we have Austria versus Sweden.
Sweden.
So Austria ranked 23rd in the world, didn't go to the World Cup.
Quite high.
Sweden ranked 13th in the world, did go to the World Cup and did surprise everyone with their performance.
Yeah.
So they reached the quarterfinals. Obviously lost to England.
Did well.
But they made themselves, they did a good job.
Beat Germany. They're decent.
So it's worth, obviously, like when you're thinking about how this might pan out, it's worth thinking, right, so those Swede players probably be the same sort of squad. They'll be full of confidence from the World Cup. They know how each other play. The Austrian team obviously didn't go to the World Cup. They're likely to be a little bit more like rusty, and they didn't do well in qualification, did they? No, they didn't do very well. But having said that, they did do well in the pre-World Cup friendlies. Yeah, okay. So they beat Germany, Uruguay, and Russia in the friendlies before the World Cup.
Fair play. And Russia and Uruguay. Well, Uruguay got last 16. Russia got.
Yeah. They didn't beat Germany at the World Cup though, did they?
They didn't play at the World Cup.
No. Austria.
Oh, okay. So I thought you said Sweden beat Germany World Cup. No, it was the last minute winner.
Oh, fine.
I was just trying to wrap my brain.
No, you are right. You are right.
But that was very unlucky.
Yeah, that was
so unlucky. It almost knocked them out.
Yeah, fair.
Oh.
Sweden scored 6 and conceded 4 at the World Cup.
They're well organised. Sweden well organised.
But they're obviously susceptible to. They're a bit leaky. But they don't get smashed. They just concede. They might score 1 or 2 as well. So basically, I think it's going to be quite a tight game. I can see both teams scoring. You've got Arnautovic for Austria and David Alaba. So they've got a couple decent players. The rest of them are okay, but it's kind of a bit like Sweden.
They're quite.
Couple decent players.
Not too much.
Similar.
They are really
not too much
similar,
about
aren't
that.
So my tip is both teams to score.
I think draw's right.
Draws the outcome,
Yeah.
and the prediction is 1-1.
Yeah,
good shout.
Again. Okay, then I've got Holland versus Peru. So, Holland didn't go to the World Cup.
Yeah.
They're now managed by Ronald Koeman, took charge earlier this year. They finished behind, so Holland finished behind Sweden and France in qualification. Didn't have a good one. Since then, they've only lost one game, and that was to England. 1-0.
And they've stepped it up a bit, haven't they?
Since then, they've been doing well. Beat Portugal 3-0.
Yeah,
before the
saw
World
that.
Cup.
Yeah.
Some mental results.
Yeah.
Basically, they've got a real change of like
personnel.
So it's loads of young players coming
that's
through,
what they
like
need to do.
Clivert,
That's what they need
Depay. They're ranked 17th in the world, still ranked pretty high. Peru are ranked 20th. Peru didn't make it out of the World Cup at the World Cup.
Yeah, I don't think they turned up properly.
We
had them down as dark horses.
Before that, they were unbeaten in 11.
Yeah.
And were really tight.
They're just a bit overwhelmed.
They just didn't perform. They're crap. Like the fans were absolutely bonkers. Unreal fans for Peru. Netherlands, since the qualifying, have kept 3 clean sheets in their last 6 games. Peru have kept 4 clean sheets in their last 6 games. Both were good defensively, basically.
I remember Peru were playing quite well at the World Cup. They just could not finish.
Yeah, couldn't finish. Just don't score that many goals.
They play good football, but they don't.
Exactly that.
Shame, yeah.
They're like really good team, but just don't score goals. So I think both are good defensively. Both don't score that many goals. I've gone under 2.5. Holland, I think, are on a bit of an upward curve. I reckon a little 1-0 Holland's the way that one's going.
I agree exactly with that.
1-0.
Okay, so we've got Portugal, Croatia. Quite a big game.
Great game.
Portugal got knocked out by Uruguay.
Yep.
In the group stage, they were actually lucky to get.
Yeah,
any
they
points.
were. They were.
Some of you might say that's harsh on Portugal, but really, it was. If Ronaldo didn't.
Ronaldo saved
a hat-trick. That was 1 point against Spain. Iran should
have won.
Robbed.
True.
And then they beat Morocco 1-0.
Yeah.
It's like they got a bit lucky there. So.
Yeah, agreed.
Both teams to score in 3 out of their 4 games.
Yeah. Leaky.
Croatia, dark horse of the tournament.
Called it at the start.
Did unreal. Called it at the start. Yeah. They won 6 matches, including Nigeria, Argentina, Iceland, Denmark, Russia, England. 3 of those were in extra time.
Yeah.
Before losing to France. Both teams to score came in 5 out of 7 games.
Okay.
And over 2.5 goals happened in 5 out of 7 games.
I think, I agree with
So
that.
I'm saying both teams to score and probably over 2.5.
Definitely both teams to score in that game.
My score will be 2-1 Croatia. Just
Portugal will
to
do as
edge
well.
it.
Both teams to score. I like.
Both teams scores.
Yeah, both teams to
as
score
well.
is the shout.
Friday then.
Friday, Japan v Chile.
Okay.
So prior to the World Cup, we would have gone Japan.
They were
Japan. Every single preview we did, we were like,
they're gonna lose.
we like Japan, but they're not going to do very well. And every time they proved us wrong.
We got them the most wrong.
We got them completely wrong.
So sorry to the Japanese and well played.
Yeah, we had a very good World Cup.
So they narrowly lost, obviously, to Belgium in the last game, which was unlucky, wasn't it?
Very unlucky. 2-0 up. Want some money?
Chile obviously didn't go to the World Cup.
No.
So they might, be feeling a bit more fresh. I don't know. Maybe who knows? They obviously got the danger men Sanchez and Vidal, who can always do things. Chile only lost 1 friendly in their last 5. They beat Sweden and Serbia and drew with Poland.
Okay.
Some of the teams. So they're okay, but Japan from the World Cup were just so difficult to break down.
They were lethal. They were just
counter-attacking.
Counter-shreds.
Yeah, it was so good on the counter.
They were like clinical accuracy with passing, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean they looked really good going forward,
agreed.
but I think Chile will probably keep it a bit more tight, knowing that. I don't see that many goals in this game, so I've gone with under 2.5.
Yeah,
I've gone if someone's going to win and you wanted to push it out there a bit, I've gone Japan.
Yeah, I think that's a shout like that.
Based on the World Cup,
1-0 Japan.
Yeah, based on the World Cup, I agree on that. Okay, then South Korea versus Costa Rica, so at midday. So South Korea under 23s won the Asia Games.
Yeah.
So that means Son doesn't have to do military service if he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know if he's going to or if he isn't.
So will quite a few of those be playing in this game?
Yes, so only a couple, because it was the under 23s. It's only the overs. Son was one of them.
Yeah.
So some of them will be playing in this game,
but that gives them the advantage, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So South Korea beat Germany at the World Cup, but didn't make it out the knockout stages. That was ridiculous.
This World Cup was just
prior to the World Cup. South Korea lost to Northern Ireland, Poland and Bosnia and Senegal.
Yeah.
So they had no form going into it. All of those games saw both teams to score. They're ranked 57th in the world. Costa Rica are 32nd. Costa Rica got 1 point at the World Cup, drew 2-2 with Switzerland. They lost to Belgium, England, Tunisia. I think this one's going to be really open. I've just gone both teams to score.
Fine.
Yeah.
I reckon that's... Yeah. There's going to be goals now. I said 1-1. That could be a Desmond.
Yeah.
Cheeky 2-2.
There's a few people asking, what is a Desmond? Desmond
2-2.
There you go.
2-2. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
next up,
I think so far,
I like them.
Pretty good.
On paper, they look really good. They look very good.
So then we've got Scotland, Belgium.
Yep.
Scotland didn't make the World Cup. They've lost 4 of their last 5 friendlies without scoring. Which is against Mexico, Peru, Costa Rica, Holland. So,
Scotland, yeah.
This is going to be a harder game than all of those.
Big time. Big time.
Belgium won 6 out of 7 games at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Including Brazil and England twice.
Yeah.
And they were unlucky, really.
Belgium are class. Their squad is a joke.
In the semis.
Their squad's a joke.
And prior to losing to France, they were unbeaten in 24 games. Scotland are going to get done here.
They're going to get humped.
So the tip is Belgium to win to 0.
Yeah, I agree with that.
3 or 4-0, maybe more.
Agree that. 3-0, I reckon.
Yeah.
3-0.
Right, next, Venezuela versus Colombia.
Colombia. South American derby.
Yeah, so Venezuela didn't have a very good qualification. They finished bottom.
That is such a tough place to qualify.
Yeah,
South America.
They finished bottom, but their last 5 games, they drew.
Ooh, okay.
Including drawing against Uruguay, Argentina, Colombia and Ecuador.
Yeah, okay.
So they're difficult to break down.
Solid.
Very drawy.
Very drawy. Very
obviously Colombia did pretty good at the World Cup. Unlucky to lose against England.
Yeah.
But they got those quality players.
They've got a couple of class players.
You know, like Cuadrado, Quintero.
Quintero, I really liked him.
He looked really good, didn't he?
He's a player.
And obviously Falcao's still doing the business. So the fact that Venezuela are hard to break down, I think, is neutralised by the fact that they're quite Colombia good going forward.
Colombia class.
I can't see anything other than a Colombia win.
Colombia, agreed.
Score prediction 2-0 Colombia.
Yeah, quite like that.
Still, so far so good.
On to Saturday then. So this one's at midnight. USA versus Brazil. So Jurgen Klinsmann is no longer the USA manager. They didn't qualify for the World Cup, which was a big shock.
Yeah.
Panama got in over them.
There was
ghost
controversy.
Goal. The old ghost goal.
Yeah.
I bloody love that ghost goal. So the new manager is Dave Sarakin. He's the former Chicago Fire manager, like 11 years ago.
What?
It's
What's he
weird.
been doing?
Oh, he's been like an assistant manager and stuff like that, but really random.
Right, strange.
USA have got like, again, new like blood of players.
Yeah.
So it's Timothy Ware, George Ware's son, plays for USA. Christian Pulisic plays for Dortmund, a couple of others, few based in Europe. USA are ranked 22nd in the world. I think that's punchy.
Very punchy.
I mean, we like USA and the MLS.
Backhanders for that.
But USA to be 22nd in the world, that is a little bit punchy. Brazil ranked 3rd, we know everything about Brazil. Lost to Belgium at the World Cup. But before that, they'd won 8 of their last 9 games to 0. Under Tite, their new manager, they've been so good defensively. I think it'll be the same against USA. I've got Brazil to win to 0. I reckon 2 or 3-0.
Yeah.
Like
Good
it?
shout, like that.
Next up.
Who's next?
You, mate.
Isn't it? Oh, skip that one. Ecuador versus Jamaica.
Okay.
So in World Cup qualification, Ecuador lost their last 6 games in a row.
Did not finish well.
They only won 2 of their last 12 qualifiers and lost 9.
Oh, God, they're in stinking form.
Not great. There was over 2.5 goals in 10 of those though.
Okay.
So that could be
good to watch.
That's what we're edging for.
Good to watch.
Jamaica are unbeaten in 6 friendlies, but they're just cruising around the Caribbean. What a life. Barbados, Antigua, Grenada. So You'd expect to beat those teams, but there's both teams to score in 5 of those.
Yeah, okay.
So I think this game's going to be pretty open.
Goalie.
It's just going to be both teams just trying to score.
Yeah, I like it.
Both teams to score is a shout, probably over 2.5 goals.
Yeah.
If I went either way, I'd probably say Ecuador's a better team.
I agree
They
with
face
that.
better opponents more regularly than Jamaica. So I'm going 2-1.
Yeah, quite like that.
I think there's goals.
There's goals in that one, definitely.
Next
Could be a
game.
Desmond, maybe.
Could be a Desmond. That.
I like this game. Mexico v Uruguay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That's going to be a good game.
Good for the
So obviously
neutral.
both teams played quite well at the World Cup.
Both look good.
Mexico impressed everyone. Got out with the group of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Of course they did.
Looked very good going forward.
On the counter,
I can't remember.
No, they came second in the end. They buggered it up at the end, didn't they?
Yeah,
won that group?
Sweden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we played.
Yeah.
Lozano and Vela.
Yeah,
looked very
they
good.
did look good.
And then obviously Uruguay won every game, and then until they got knocked out.
Yeah, true.
Which is mad.
Yeah, they were just cruising through, grinding them out.
Yeah,
Just
1-0,
grinding
1-0.
out there.
Cavani looked dangerous. Suarez didn't turn up.
Yeah.
So all of that in mind, this is going to be quite a tight game. I think. I think if Uruguay played Mexico in the World Cup,
That'd be a
Mexico
great game
might
to
have
watch.
had them.
Yeah,
Great game to watch.
Yeah, so
That's like attack versus defence.
Yeah.
Uruguay are quite defensive,
Yeah.
but Mexico good going forward.
So my tip for this is both teams to score.
Okay.
If I was to give you another tip for it, I'd say Mexico to win either half. But I think there'll be goals in this. So I'm going to go with a Desmond 2-2.
Yeah, nice.
I think this could be a good game.
I think a draw is a good
Draw.
shout.
Yeah. Next one, there's definitely goals in this. Argentina versus Guatemala.
Oh my lord.
This is the
Tough.
most one-sided game of all of the games. So Argentina lost 4-3 to France in the World Cup last 16. Unbelievable game.
What a game that was.
Mbappe ripped them to shreds. Since then, Sampaoli, the manager's left. Lionel Scolani has been replaced in interim charge.
Okay.
He was the assistant coach before, so they kind of kept a bit of continuity. The two teams have played each other twice in the last 10 years. Argentina won both games, 5-0 and 4-0.
Yeah, it's going to be
expected.
better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Argentina are 11th in the world. Guatemala are 146th. So they're going to struggle.
Tough day at the office.
Guatemala were ranked 79th just 2 years ago, so they were in free fall. They lost 7-1 against Armenia in May, lost 4-0 to USA. I've gone over 4.5 goals. Argentina to score in both halves. They're my two teams.
Yeah.
Both of them will come in.
Yeah.
I reckon it's 5-0, potentially more.
5-0, yeah.
Potentially more.
Next.
Okay, so then we've got Germany versus Peru.
Ooh, on Sunday this one.
So Germany had an absolute stinker, we all know that.
Yeah.
Knocked out in the group stages, lost to Korea and Mexico, only beat Sweden because of that last minute win from Cruz. And that was the only game that they've won in their last 9.
I did say that
we did, yeah.
I said before in the group things, they're having a stinker.
They're not doing good, yeah.
They're having a stinker.
I don't know what's going on. Joachim Low is still the manager there. What's going on?
Don't know, he's signed a decent contract there.
Peru have only lost 2 of the last 18.
Okay.
Which was to Denmark and France in the World Cup, both only 1-0.
Yeah.
Peru are hard to beat, kept a clean sheet in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, hard one.
So this one's just hard, because on paper you're like, Germany, easy.
Yeah.
But looking at that recent form, I would say under 2.5 goals is the shout.
Yeah.
And I that could be 0-0.
Yeah, it could be.
If you want to push the boat out, 1-0 Peru.
Oh.
I don't know. Under 2.5.
That one depends on which teams are playing, like players are playing. That could go anywhere.
I mean, Peru, it's going to be, there's not going to be many goals.
Okay, then final 2 on Monday then.
Right, Bahrain versus China.
Okay.
Cracker of a game. So basically this game is who's worse.
Yeah.
Like they're both absolutely pony.
They're both terrible. Sorry,
China needs to sort themselves out, because they should
be good.
best.
Yeah, there's about people they've got to choose from. So China beat the likes of Thailand and Myanmar, but then they got thumped 6-0 by Wales.
That shouldn't be happening for just
6-0 by Wales.
Yeah, that's bad.
And 4-0 by Colombia. Bahrain are ranked 113th in the world. China are 75th, so there's quite a bit of difference. China finished 5th out of 6 in the final qualifying group.
Yeah.
Bahrain didn't even qualify to get into that group.
Oh wow.
and they finished towards the bottom of the previous round.
China finished below Syria, Uzbekistan, South Korea and Iran.
Yeah.
Syria nearly made it to the World Cup.
Yeah, no, really
they were unlucky.
They were
against Australia.
Yeah, tough, wasn't it?
So basically, yeah, this game isn't going to be great to watch, but Bahrain are poo, and China must have a bit more.
Come on, China.
Come on, China.
So the tip is China to win. The score will be 2-0 maybe.
Come on, China. Okay, then the final one is Russia versus Czech Republic. We all know Russia had an absolute stormer of a World Cup. Obviously they were at home. Cheryshev, we love. They knocked out Spain, beat Egypt, beat Saudi Arabia. They've scored in 5 of their last 6 matches. Scored way more than we thought they were going to.
Yeah.
They played Turkey in the UEFA Nations League on Friday, so this one's after it. They're now ranked 49th in the world. They're about 70th or something like that before the World Cup. Did really well. Czech Republic are ranked 44th, so it's going to be really tight this one. They're quite well matched. They played Ukraine in the UEFA Nations League. They finished below Germany and Northern Ireland in qualification. Did Czech Republic, but they beat Nigeria 1-0 and lost to Australia 4-0 before the World Cup. Czech Republic are so hard to predict.
They used to be a good team.
Yeah, they used to be good.
They used to be.
Poborski,
yeah, they used to have players.
Yeah. The little chip.
Yeah, but they're not really the same now. I think my tip is Russia to win.
Yeah.
If you want to push the boat out a little bit more, both teams to score. I reckon Russia will nick it. I've gone 2-1.
Yeah. Cool. That's it. I think all of those shouts are pretty
on paper.
On paper. All the stats back them up. We haven't gone too rogue anyway.
The thing is, you just don't know what team is going to think. So before you get all your things on, look at these, make sure you got the teams right, and then should be there or thereabouts.
And this is the warm up to the UEFA Nations League,
which we've done videos for as well.
So we're doing another video on that. So look out for that one. Let's see how we get on these to get us off to a good start in the internationals.
Nice.
And then we'll carry it through.
Yeah.
Cool.
International form.
That's it for now. Remember to subscribe, comment below, get your mates on board, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you later.
See ya.
Now then, the referee looks at his watch, and his second now.
Welcome back.